Hey, Demetric. I'm just kind of curious how is your time being separated right now between running back and receiver and spending time with those groups?
Yeah, so in the beginning of the camp, it was I'll be in the running back room for 2 days, and then the other day I'll be in the wide receivers room. But now I've been, spending a little bit more time in the wide receiver room. But anything can switch at any given time, so I just got to stay ready.
And I guess how do you approach that mentally? Kind of knowing one day you might be in one position. Is it taxing at all, or I mean, are you kind of made to
Um,
handle that?
Yeah, I mean, it can be a lot, but that's what they expect out of me, and so I just got to be ready, and that's why I was brought here. So I got to be able to be ready for it at any given time.
Thank you.
Thanks, Dan. Tom Withers, go ahead.
Thanks, Dimitri. Thanks, Rob. Yeah, we have a hard time finding you at the beginning of practice sometime. We're not sure what group you're going to be with. So do you think that's your calling card, though, Dimitri? Is that versatility is what hopefully is going to win you a roster spot here?
I would hope so. It's kind of been the type of player that I've been my whole life, and so it's nothing really different to me. I just try to do my best to be the best at each position that they try to put me at.
And I know not only the Browns, but a lot of teams are going to be resting a lot of starters with this being a very different preseason than in the past. Are you young guys really looking at that? I mean, you would always look at it as an opportunity, but is this even going to be a greater chance to really shine?
Yeah, like you said, any opportunity, you just hope for that. And so I'm just thankful that, I hopefully get an opportunity this weekend. And when I do, I'm going to make every rep count.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tom. Nate Ulrich is next.
Hey, Demetric, do you get a call from a coach like a day before a practice letting you know what position group you're going to be in, or is there a schedule laid out even farther in advance? How does that work logistically?
Yeah, so the coaches have been really good at, after practice, after we get done for the day, they'll shoot me a text or give me a call and let me know what room I'm going to be in the next day, just to help me get a head start on, just preparing for it.
Have they told you what position you're going to be mostly playing Saturday night?
Not yet. So we'll see.
Thanks, Nate. Dale Ryder, go ahead.
Hey, Demetric, obviously your versatility could help you win a roster spot, but I'm just curious, running back or receiver, is there one spot that you're a little more comfortable at, or you feel that you're a little more ahead of the game at right now?
I always say that I really don't have a preference. My only preference is putting the ball in my hands and letting me make plays. I feel like I can be very successful at either position, and I feel really comfortable at either one.
And how challenging is it with the playbook, having to know and understand what's in there for the running backs and the responsibility comes with that, and then also having to have an understanding and knowledge of what's required of you at receiver? How difficult is that?
It can get, it can get confusing. You'll mix certain rules together. You have to know a lot more about one play than sort of say another player who just plays one position. But it's just with anything. If you work hard at it, study hard, you'll be able to figure it out.
Thank you, Daryl. Jeff Shadell, we'll go to you.
I ask you a similar question, Dimitri. Is there a lot of overlap, or is there enough overlap that it could get confusing, or just how do you divide that up in your mind?
You kind of just got to be where your feet are at the time. If I'm at receiver, then my mind is there. I'm thinking about, what rules or what things I have to be aware of when I'm there, or if I'm at running back, vice versa. It's the same thing for each one. I just try to take what I learned from these coaches and apply it whenever I go out there.
Thank you, Jeff. Mary Kay Cabot, you're up.
Demetric, just wondering, even back in rookie camp, once Anthony sort of tweaked the hamstring a little bit, I noticed that you started to get more work at receiver. Did that in some ways, did that give you more of an opportunity to work with the wideouts? And if so, do you think this has worked to your benefit to get so many great receiving reps?
Definitely. I wish Anthony gets healthy, as fast as he can. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to, be in the wide receiver room more and just be able to learn that position faster.
Okay. And just real quick, one more. How about, are you just amazed that you have the opportunity to be in the running back room with Nick and Kareem, two of the best in the entire league? And how is that helping you?
Oh, definitely. And those guys are really welcoming and they love to, teach me and help me out. So I've had a great, time being in the running back room and also in the receiver room.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mary Kay. Go to Scott Petrick.
Hey, Demetric, how important was Coach Foster when you transitioned from receiver to running back? And what were some of the most important things he had you work on or he taught you?
Oh, he was a huge help. Ever since I got to UCLA, he was always somebody who I had in my corner and helped me out. He's a great guy, great coach. And when I made the transition to the running back room, he really helped me out when it came to getting ready for pass pro, because that wasn't something I did a lot in the receiver room, and it was a huge change for me. And so he helped me out with that a lot, and just finishing my runs, being more of a running back, because when you're at receiver, you only got to worry about the little guys. And when you go to the running back room, you got to worry about the front line, linebackers, everyone. So, he really coached me up really well and got me ready.
Thanks.
Thank you, Scott. Matt Valentana is next.
Yeah, Demetric, kind of the role that you see yourself playing, that running back, that in the slot. There have been a lot of guys that have done that successfully in the NFL, like Darren Sproles. I know a lot of people look at Christian McCaffrey. Is there a player that you would like to model your game after and kind of being able to do it all?
Yeah, I would definitely say Darren Sproles and Christian McCaffrey. You hit it right on the head. Those are guys I always watched growing up, and people I just idolize because of how they're able to do a little bit of everything. I feel like that's what a true football player is, somebody who can move around and be able to do whatever his team needs them to do.
Is there some element, like obviously doing receiver and running back, there's a lot of different ways to get the football. Is there a way, do you like running it up the gut, or do you like getting a swing pass? Do you like screen passes? Like, what's your favorite way to get the football?
Definitely in some space, that's why I feel like I'm most effective and, can have a chance of scoring a touchdown. But I definitely have no problem running it up the gut. Like I said before, I just want the ball in my hands because I feel like I'm a playmaker and I can make things happen.
Thank you, Matt. We're going to take two more. Tony Grossi, Marla Ridenour. Tony?
So it sounds like on any given practice, you're either a receiver or running back. But in a game, you could be both, right? Have you spent any practice day doing both?
I have not yet. I definitely thought about it though. I was like, man, I want to be able to do that. I want to be able to do both in a practice, do both in the game. I feel like that would be a good way to confuse defenses. So, I'm up for anything.
Well, that brings me to my next question. What about returning kicks? Is that complicating your training camp? You got so much on your plate. What do you think about when you're back there returning kicks?
I don't think it's complicating my camp at all. It's just giving me more opportunity to show the coaches what I can do. And so, I'm just grateful for all the opportunity that I'm getting while I'm here, and that I get to get coached by a lot of different great coaches that we have on this coaching staff.
Thank you, Tony. The final question to Marla Ridenour.
Yeah, Demetric, do you feel like you're this guy that's studying up late, the latest guy on the team? You know what I mean? Like, you've got so much to keep up with. Are you like lights out, you're up until all hours?
Definitely. I get home pretty late. And then I'm never satisfied with, knowing the bare minimum. And so I tried to just get home and study until I can't anymore, until I'm like dozing off. And so that's what my life is like right now. It's just all football, but I'm enjoying it. I've dreamt about this my whole life. Now I'm finally here and I want to stay. So I'm working my butt off.
How late is that when you usually give up the ghost?
Oh, man, it just depends. I don't want to share too much.